This is the story of our month in Indonesia. We finally went to Bali. Everybody wants to go to Bali. Months ago, a Dutch friend in New Zealand told us, there's magic in Bali, and magic we came to find.
But first, we were ecstatic that our friend Daphne decided to join us here for a week. How great is that? Having traveled for 9 months, we really miss our family and friends, so this was going to be so much fun. We spent our days beaching, eating, exploring, lounging, going to Tibetan bowl meditation, drinking, and eating some more. We had a great time together, and the week flew by. Before we knew it, we had to send Daphne home to New York. Oh, and not only did she bring us a bag of supplies including new gadgets, but we sent her home with our winter clothes from New Zealand and the infamous 30-meter pink cloth. Thanks, Daph! Come again, why don't you? On our first day in Ubud, we tried the most expensive coffee in the world, Luwak coffee, also known as the cat-poo-cino. We enjoyed it, but we didn't really think it was worth all the hype.
Ready to go? Let's go for a ride.
So we were back on a motorbike. No more driving in a minivan. It's the absolute best way to explore, and you'll always find the most interesting scenes. We constantly found groups of young boys playing the drums and carrying dragons around in the streets. How cool!
We're in the rice fields in Tegallalang, north of Ubud. This place is beautiful, and there's barely anyone here yet because we came for sunrise.
A visit to the Tegallalang rice terraces was a must-do for us, and one of the first things we did upon arrival. Truth is, there are rice fields everywhere in this country. This specific location is close to Ubud and beautifully maintained, so it's very popular with tourists. It is still a working rice valley, but chances are you'll see hundreds more foreigners here than locals on any given day.
Here's a little secret for you. If you want to go to a really popular destination, go early, beat the crowds. Everybody knows to go early in the morning. You get the best light. Plus, if you come to these rice fields before 8 a.m., you don't have to pay to get in. This rice farmer asked if I wanted to take a photo. He was really happy that I'm from New York. Now I'm from Bali.
Another highlight was
Getting blessed at the Holy Water Temple today.
Tirta Empul is a natural spring and a place where Balinese Hindus go for ritual purification. Luckily, foreigners are also invited to bathe in the holy water. Local guides hang out in front of the temple and assist foreigners with the proper rituals to cleanse mind, body, and spirit. Our guide talked us through the symbolism of the flower offerings and then explained the meaning of the 13 separate fountains in the first pool.
There are 3 pools. Pool 1 is for cleansing of the mind, Pool 2 is for cleansing of the soul, and Pool 3 is cleansing of the body. It's a beautiful experience, and each visitor is encouraged to work through the fountains at their own pace. It does get busy, and on special holidays, these pools can be packed full of locals. Now that our mind, body, and souls were cleansed, we were ready to keep exploring. Next stop, one of Bali's neighboring islands, Nusa Penida. Just 30 minutes away by boat from the eastern side of Bali, there wasn't a lot to do, but one of the most famous sights of Nusa Penida is Kelingking Beach. One of the coolest things about the 45-minute vertical hike down was noticing the huge manta rays hanging out in the turquoise waters.
How cool is this beach? The waves are huge. This is the famous Kelingking Beach, which is on Nusa Penida, and it's famous because this outcrop is shaped like a T-Rex claw from above. But anyway, the best part about this beach is that everyone, well, mostly everyone, stays at the top because the hike down is crazy steep, but it's totally worth it, and I'm so excited to be at the beach today.
After a couple days of relaxing on Penida, we took a 5-minute boat ride over to Nusa Lembongan. Lembongan is a much smaller island than Penida, but there's a lot more going on. It was hot, and the cameraman needed a haircut.
So, I've been getting haircuts all over the world. Greece, Vietnam, Thailand, New Zealand, and today we're getting a haircut in Indonesia. Because it's time for a cut!
Hello, how are you?
Hi. How much for a haircut?
50.
Perfect.
Wait.
Perfect, thank you. This is the waiting area. You know, when you're getting your haircut in a foreign country, you never know what you're gonna get. It's always an experiment, but it's kind of fun because what's the worst that could happen? You know, you just cut it off and it grows back, or hopefully it grows back. This guy was a real artist and a gentleman, and that cost me 50,000 rupiah. But it was worth every rupiah. Time to go. Feeling a bit more aerodynamic, we went looking for beaches. Just next to Lembongan, across a tiny bridge, is an even tinier island called Nusa Penida. This was our favorite area to hang out and watch the sunset.
The coast is lined with simple beach bars, each with its own set of swings for that perfect Instagram pic. The water here is beautiful. Just ankle deep at low tide. The color is, well, I don't really know what color that is, but sure is pretty.
Connecting Penida and Chenigan is this tiny bridge, which is only for pedestrians and motorbikes. Sadly, disaster struck the previous bridge in 2016. Excessive weight combined with structural deterioration, the cables snapped and the bridge fell to pieces. Along with it, 8 people's lives were lost, including 3 young children. We learned about this tragedy when we visited a spa that was opened in the name of 2 young sisters lost in the disaster. Their parents built the 2 Angel Spa in their daughter's memory. It's unthinkable to imagine moving forward after such an event. But these beautiful people have incredible strength and courage. We highly recommend a visit to their spa for anybody traveling to Nusa Lembongan.
We would have liked to stay in Lembongan for a week, but we had to get back to Bali and prepare to leave Indonesia after a very fast 4 weeks. We had an amazing time and we were already plotting our return. But for now, it was time to head west for a whole new adventure. 1 month in Sri Lanka.
Guess what? Sending more postcards. First postcard from Bali. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. We'd really appreciate it. And if you're subscribed, and I sure hope you are, turn on your alerts. So that way you know when the next Adventure Viv episode is going to be published.
Hello.
Plus, if you come to the Tegallalang, Tegallalang.
Whoa. I use this bottle because I care.
Hello, how are you?
I am posing for a photo.
Today we're gonna go see Mr. Patong. About $3.50. Maybe I'll get a tip.
See anything?
Hello.
Call this a banana?
What are you doing? Where are you going?
How many bananas did you get? Adventure Viv approves.